Let me go ahead and drop this video. I know you guys been waiting. But here you go. The 220 gallon. It is 6 foot long, 31 inches tall, 28 inches wide. I have my live plants in there. I have the shrimp in there. I have a crawfish in there. Oscars, 3 different types. I got 7 plecos, a whole bunch of Jack Dempseys, a whole bunch of convict cichlids, and Honduran red points. I got a Trimec cichlid in there. I got a flower horn in there. And it's a lot of breeding activity. That's one of the crawfish right here. It's my hand. I can hardly show y'all comparisons. Well, it's almost as big as my hand. But yeah, there's still a lot of fishes y'all not seeing because they're hiding in between the plants. I got a breeding pair of Jack Dempseys. I got a couple breeding pairs of convict cichlids and Honduran red points. The flower horn most likely is in the back of the tank. The Trimec is in the back of the tank somewhere. I got these caves. I put right here. This is an island. I created an island of hiding spots. So what I did, I went to Dollar Tree and I got these black boxes for your mail. It's a mail holder. I only paid $1.25 for 4 of these, and they're 10 inches long and 8 inches deep. I got them. I just laid them on the side, put the rocks on top. So they're going around in a circle. 2 facing this way. The other 2 is facing that corner of the tank, and 1 facing the back wall. Got clown loaches in there. I see 1 way in the back, but it's not showing on camera. And I do plan on getting a female Trimec. I probably add some turquoise jewel cichlids in here. This is another cave. This is just a lizard hideout. I put in there and put 2 rocks on top of it. Yeah, so I believe the Jack Dempsey pair are in there, and that's why some of my plants got ripped out. See, they're back here. I got my scuba divers in there. The other ones, I know they caught up on something. But yeah, it's a really cool looking tank. And when all these plants grow in, it's really gonna look amazing. I also have carpeted seeds underneath everything. I don't know how long that's gonna take to grow, but I plan on having all this being grass and a mixture of a different type of carpeting plant. So this is the bracing I made when I had to take the bottom glass off to fix the tank. The plastic bracing that goes on the bottom half broke in 4 pieces. So this is why I have this wood right here. I'm gonna paint that. I'm not sure if I want to paint the whole thing black or just paint it brown. You guys let me know what color should I paint the canopy and the stand. All right, so my water is blue. It's because I put a pond dye in here. This is why I used, let me find the bottle for you guys. All right, this big thing right here, I think I paid like $8 or something. But this stuff is very concentrated. You don't need that much to color your tank. When I first initially put it in, the water was way too dark. I had to do 2 water changes. Not the same day. I waited a week and I drained the tank all the way down to about right here. Filled it back up and I put my prime in there. By Sea Camp, not this stuff, but this brand. It's a red one. It's called Prime. And the other one, Stability. I put both of those bottles in at the same time. 1 week. Then the next week, I did the same thing. I drained the tank down, filled it back up, added those 2 bottles in there. And I also have some bacteria. It's good for the fish tank and it's good for the filter. So I got this bottle right here off of Amazon, and I got the dye off of Amazon. You can also order your water conditioners off of there also if you don't feel like going to the pet store. Have it delivered to you. So back to the dye. So when I initially put it in, I had poured it in the back corner, like drop, 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 drop. And then I put some on this side, drop, 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 drop. I turned around, put the top on, walked in the kitchen, grabbed me a beer, came back out. The damn thing was blue. Not like this, it was dark, like you couldn't see the back. That's how dark it was. That's why I had to do the water changes. So, if you guys want to dye your tank, try using a tablespoon. Pour it in, give it time to mix in the water. My problem was I just put those drops in because I got a big tank, thinking that's what it needs. But in reality, I only needed a couple of drops one time, and it would have did this. I just overdid it. But it's not harmful at all. No fishes were lost. So that's just a cool little feature. I want to do something different, Eventually, the water will turn back clear over time, but I like it like this. It's something different. Everybody don't have a blue freshwater tank. And if you guys know about Oscars, the max size they will grow is 16 inches. I have videos on my playlist on their fishes and tanks, of course, where you see the size of the Oscars, like way bigger than my hand. They're 16 inches. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna max out in this big tank. The Trimac cichlid that I have in there, it's going to max out about 18 inches. The flower horn in here somewhere. I wish you come out. But the flower horn would max out around 14 inches. See, the bigger tank you have, the better the potential of the fish growth. As you see, it's still fish food in there. I feed them one time a day. Sometimes I skip a day. Fishes don't have to eat 2 times a day, nothing. I put extra food in there because I had just bought the flower horn, and I got 3 more female convict cichlids. The other 2 bigger. I think she already pairing off with this albino boy right here. Yeah. So that's the other female, and that's the boy. Like I said, there's so many hiding spots, and you really can't see that good deep in the back because it's 28 inches front to back. So it's gonna be hard to see. I wanted to catch them all out before I started recording. That's why I messed up. I should have opened the top, put a little food in there. That way all the fish be out, and then started recording so you guys can see the fishes. But it's not overpopulated at all. I've been keeping fish for years. Oh, here's the Trimac. I just swam back there. This is a lizard cave, you know, a lizard hideout for bearded dragons. Since my bearded dragons wasn't using it, I put it in the fish tank. I just put 2 rocks on it, put some rocks around it, put my plants around it. My breeding pair of Jack Dempsey's, they're in that cave. They pulled some plants out already. So I'm gonna have to get those off of there and replant those. I try not to keep my videos too long. I want to keep it short, simple, but I just want to give you guys the information you've been asking for, you know, as far as the fishes, my stocking. I got shrimp, a whole bunch of shrimp in here. So hopefully the shrimp get big enough and start breeding. I got 4 big jumbo crawfish in here also. Yeah, this one right here on the side. I'm trying to find them for you. Clown loach. I'm gonna get some more clown loaches also, you know, to help keep the bottom of the tank clean. And I'm really thinking about getting rid of these plecos. I know I forget how many, 6 or 7 in there. I know I took one out and put it in a piranha tank, but all the poop I find is from the plecos. I mean, they do their job, you know, cleaning the tank and stuff. But I think I want to get smaller plecos, like bushy nose plecos. Get some Siamese algae eaters. But and then I have the wood. It's 4 pieces in there. This wood was originally in the bearded dragon enclosure, but since I sold the other tank was 110 gallon from my previous videos with the same fish in there. I was trying to keep it, but I ain't have nowhere to keep it, so I sold it. I still have the bearded dragons. See, it's 4 and I still. And I still have the glass fueling panels. So what I'm thinking about doing is cutting out the doors. And then put the glass in there. If somebody don't buy them, or I don't trade them for fishes. But that's the plan, to cut out the doors so I can put the glass fueling panels in there, find some more logs, drill them down in place, because basically the whole top and bottom, it's about 28 inches, and then it's 28 inches wide, it's 6 foot long, the same as the tank. So it's still gonna be a big home, a big environment for bearded dragons. If I do decide to keep them and cut these doors out, I might just add 2 more bearded dragons in there. I know people are going to say, oh, they're territorial and stuff like that, they're mean. That can be true. Well, that is true. But it's a way around that. See, if you get them all together when they're young and they grow up together, all of the aggression will not be there. Only time you'll see aggression is when they pair off to breed. So it's okay to keep a whole bunch of bearded dragons together. One of my local pet stores, you can look it up, Tropical World Pets. They have this big, huge enclosure, at least 12 adult bearded dragons living together. There's none of them missing any claws or scratched up. No bruising, no fighting. They all living together in harmony. Well, look like we got another breeding pair right here. Of Jack Denzies. That's the Trimax cichlid. Hopefully come out. Yeah, so it looks like one of the new female convicts I got today paired off with the albino male convict in the back. All right, so let's talk about the canopy. The lighting is just a old 30-gallon light fixture, and I just put 2 LED sunlight bulbs in there. They're plastic, so I don't have to worry about the fish is splashing water and blowing the bulbs because they're plastic. If there was regular bulbs and it's hot and the fish splash water on it, the bulbs will blow up like pow. I don't have to worry about that because it's plastic bulbs. And I might add some more light into it, like on the back half. See, I told you guys this is a old school oceanic, as you see. Well, I got a lot for. Check out my previous videos when I had to take the whole tank apart. I made this possible. Don't give up on something that you want. As with anything in life. It look like these two paired off. But I will have a live feeding with these guys and the piranhas, which are in my bedroom. But for those live feedings, you must be subscribed to my channel. They will not be public. YouTube is coming down on people that's doing live feedings with their animals. They say it's against policies and stuff like that, when it's actually nature. I can't wait till my carpeting grows in, all this be green, my plants grow tall like the ones in the back and wave. So what you guys think so far? This black sand that you see down here, this is 3 50-pound bags of black diamond blasting sand. And then these are lava rocks, which I had in the bearded dragon enclosure. Check out my old videos with the bearded dragons. You'll see the custom enclosure that I built. You see how it was all set up and everything. But the lava rocks are porous. It's holding in a lot of beneficial bacteria. Everything in the tank is holding beneficial bacteria. It's all over the boulders, the rocks, the plants, the wood, the glass. So when you guys clean your tanks out, don't take all your decorations out and clean them, because you're killing the beneficial bacteria that your aquarium needs. A tank, after setup, it takes up to 6 months to a year to get fully established. When you guys over clean your tanks, you're restarting the process over again. That's why you will see a cloudiness in the water, and that's why your fish will start being sick. You have to medicate the tank because you make your fish sick. You're creating problems. So reset your tank up. Leave it. Just put your beneficial bacteria in. Get your water conditioners. Remove the chlorine stuff. I like Prime, made by Seachem. It's other products out there like Top Fin, other stuff. Don't overthink keeping fishes. A lot of people get into the hobby and they leave the hobby within 2 weeks because they're overthinking the process. I don't have to feed these fishes every day. I could feed them every 3 days. But I choose to feed them once a day only because I want them to get into breeding activity, which is happening now. Also, when selecting your fishes, think about what fish you want first. If you don't have a tank yet, think about what fish you want, because you might want a certain fish, a certain cichlid that's too aggressive, and it could probably be a species only tank. Like, it won't tolerate no other kind of species. You probably be having one fish by itself to a tank, or you could probably have a breeding pair to a tank. I don't want that. I want a community tank of cichlids. Yeah, they're aggressive, semi-aggressive, but I know I can house these fishes together. You have to do your research. I've been keeping each of these fishes for years. I've been breeding these fishes for years, so I know all about that. That's the Trimac hanging out. The number one thing you could do to mess your tank up is over cleaning it and overfeeding it. You want to put just enough in there that the fishes will eat all the food. If they seem like they're still hungry, put a little bit more, but don't put as much as you did the first time. You want all the food to be gone. You don't want wasted food floating around like this, falling down, getting all between the cracks and stuff like that. I'm not worried about it. I know all this stuff is going to get ate up. They're just not doing it because I'm on the camera. You know, fishes, they act different when you pull your camera out. Usually they all be up in the front swimming around, chasing each other in between the rocks and logs and plants, swimming around up and down circles. Yeah, they think I'm gonna get my net out and catch them. That's what they thinking. But anyway, there you have it. I don't have any dog training videos out because I had to get rid of the dog. Both dogs, they just didn't work out. I don't know. I moved out here to St. Louis. I cannot find a good dog. Like, they look good and everything, but something wrong with them. The people that sell the dogs now 100%, that sell sick dogs.